That's our theme song playing.
Oh, I see.
It's the podcast from us
To you.
Well, Jim, a funny thing happened to us today on our way to Nashville.
Which one of those funny things are you referring to?
Well, we ended up not going to Nashville, but we ended up going to Oxford, Mississippi.
Right. Not entirely by accident. We changed our plan.
That's true. I didn't say it was an accident. I just said it was a funny thing.
Yeah.
But there's a story, isn't there?
I don't know.
No, there isn't, is there?
Well, I guess there is. Even though we were going to Oxford, which is west of Shelby County, Alabama, it involves riding up Interstate 65 to the place where you get on I-22 to go to Mississippi. That is, provided that you remember to make the turn on from one interstate to the other.
Turns are important.
Turns are important, and I have made the turn. As my daughter says, I've done it once many times. And but today I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And we got way off course.
the roads diverged and we took the one less traveled.
Yeah. It's sometimes known as the wrong one.
Yeah. I prefer to call it the alternate route.
We took the scenic route.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it took a little longer than one might think, following the directions of the GPS lady. It took us longer to get back on course. And, well, it cost us about 45 minutes, and we missed out on some things we were going to do this afternoon. But we did do a couple of the high priority things that we had in mind.
Oh yeah, Jim, it was a great day.
And do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, well, we did so many things that it feels like longer than a day, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It feels like we put in a week there in a day. But as we were dining, Colby suggested that we do a podcast on our way home.
Yes. Colby is an Oxonian.
Yeah.
And good friend who has helped me out on numerous occasions. And Wanda taught him how to smile, so you know.
Yeah. Well, I was just glad that he remembered our podcast, and I thought it was a very good suggestion that he made.
Yeah.
And it'll keep you awake, and if it doesn't keep me awake, that's all right. I'm not driving.
Yeah. But yeah, that was his idea, and we and here we are. Very unusual. I guess we should mention that we are on Highway 6.
Why should we mention that?
Because this is reality radio.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we want to keep you apprised.
Yeah.
Reality.
Yeah, we're in reality now. There were times today when we weren't, but now we're headed east, back from whence we came.
Yeah, and Jim, I'm drinking coffee, as is our what would you say, inclination during our podcast, and I have some left over from our last stop, and I just remembered it.
Yeah, well, yes, coffee is our thing. We do that. I also drink water. I also drink vitamin water.
But we had coffee. Where did we have coffee? Because I can't remember much these days. So the name of the place is
Heartbreak.
Yes.
Heartbreak Coffee, where we had coffee with a delightful young lady.
Oh,
and,
yeah, wonderful conversation.
Yes, and we learned a lot. She's from a different part of the world, and we asked a lot of questions, and she explained many things, and I think we actually learned some things. So
Yeah, I know I did.
yeah, so. Of course, we make it a policy not to drop too many names, but Samaya, if you're listening,
Yes.
we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the talk very much.
Oh, yeah, we sure did.
Yeah,
And she said she might come to Birmingham and let us know she's going to come to Birmingham.
yeah.
So she does some tremendous art, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Well,
Very not just one kind. She's very versatile and does many different kinds of art. And then we went to an establishment called Proud Larry's and heard some, I guess we could say, smooth jazz.
oh gracious, I wouldn't call it
I wouldn't call it
smooth.
smooth. No, it's just. Why did I say that? It was smooth in that a lot of the songs were recognizable.
Yeah.
But there was lots of improvisation. Very, very good teamwork. It's almost as if they practiced occasionally. That we just.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and I appreciate you bringing us to that because, wow, it's like I told you, it made me feel like getting up and shouting.
That's karaoke night.
Yeah. so those guys were tremendous individually and as a group. I just
and they were the Red Beans band. I think
yeah,
band.
yeah, they
Casey, Mark, and Ricky, and who we knew to various extents. And good to see them.
yeah. I had met Ricky, some years ago when he was in Birmingham and came into the Fish Market where I was playing music and introduced himself, and tremendous drummer he is, an educator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they on a couple of occasions I've gone to see a performance where they have their steel drum band, and it's not an everyday thing, but it's very impressive.
Yeah. Well, that was definitely a highlight. So here we are,
Yeah.
late night driving home.
Late night driving home.